get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat out. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like magicians never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young on and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. Cause I was not the one to save you. And you were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here.
If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been to jail before? Whoa. And all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going from the dog or some bum? Alright, they gonna click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here.
Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic, yeah, characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them.
Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here.
I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talking, put them in the stand. You keep walking, unless you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up dead, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold up. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big ball. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Come on. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now.
Flatline for the night time. I'm on a first name basis with the afterlife, and there's no ceiling when you're the demon. I dug myself out of the dirt for a reason, and I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right where it began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats. I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The motion man here is McClure. Daniels starts with a pass. He's going to test this secondary right away. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Washington. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Well, play action. It's Prescott. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll try to run for it with Williams. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for
that one. Intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Crazy. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a run by Williams. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to free it in.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and the quarterback realized pretty quickly they got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd down and 9.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. A quick slam, taken by a leg. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down. They managed to convert. They'll keep the drive alive.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 7.
There we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here we go, 47. 47. 26.
3rd and short. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down. Cowboys.
That's another Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Prescott again. It is brought in the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike. And I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the 1st quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Let's go now.
We'll give it to Eckler on the option. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there
He will score. Harry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Short kick taken at the 17. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action. Here's Dak. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Dak to throw. Left side, caught by Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
They'll run. It's Williams. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Back to throw is Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Prescott. Now screen set up for Blue. A 2nd effort, and he is in. David Blue. Touchdown, Dallas.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Makes the score. Commanders 41. Cowboys 14.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The motion man here is McLaurin. On 1st down, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got the open man, and Jalen Tolbert. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Cowboys.
Here's a handoff to Williams. Face to run inside the 20. And he's down at the 3. What a run. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devontae Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Short one there, he's got Ertz. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 23, here's second down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels gonna throw again. And he's gonna wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline. Instead, it'll be a huge loss.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Not fun here. Third and a lot. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here just past the 30.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Dak can throw it here on first down. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's down the field for Lamb. That is brought in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Throw again. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here we go, 47. 26.
On third down, Prescott. He's got it at the 3. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Williams, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Cowboys have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Here's Daniel. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Peyton Turner. He's able to get to the quarterback for the second time here in this first half.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Commanders.
On first and 10, here's Daniel. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's second and 3 to go. They'll throw with Daniel. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. To the air again is Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Okay, ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Rangers, 70, 70. 79 Broncos.
Keeping in the air, here's Daniels. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And they will finally get them as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. And just 4 seconds left in the first half. A timeout is called. First down, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Yeah. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
At the 31-yard line.
On the play fake. Dak. Open left side is Schoonmaker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On third down, here's Williams. Williams, first down, and he's not done. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott, working his way out left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He works free. Great side. Still on the move. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the ties.
In these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
We're pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
Throwing is Daniel. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Micah Parsons in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes. He tried to do too much, and as a result, he takes a big loss.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniel. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down. Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 3. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it as well as you can ask.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. That is caught downfield by Pickens. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll give on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Here we go.
On play action. Here's Dak. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he'll be marked down the 7. And will set up first and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Cowboys.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. He gets it to Samuel, left side. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
On second down, it's active. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield. And down to the 47-yard line.
an 8-yard pickup.
Bill motion over Samuel. Daniels now on first down. Through the air, connecting with Debo. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, it's Daniels. He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
The motion man here is McCoy. To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun. They give it to Eckler. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 5. First down, Commanders.
They'll motion over Samuel. On first down, Daniels. He'll be forced outright. Off he goes. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll motion over Samuel. And he's in. Debo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Prescott. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and the 11.
47.
Here's Dak to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got the 40-yard line. First and 10.
For a Cowboys first down.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
A throw on the move is caught.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide eight. Here we go, go to 54, wide eight. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
On third down, Prescott. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Brendan Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 52-yard.
And this is blocked. They got it. Into space. Inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Commanders. What a big swing of momentum there, Greg. You think the swing of the leg of the field goal kicker is going to tie the game. Instead, here in the fourth quarter, the defense gets the block, and they take a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and you get the feeling like this stage in the game that this may be the play that decides this outcome. Here you are, you have one team thinking, all right, I'm going to come away with 3, I'm going to tie this game, and then at the drop of a hat, you get it blocked and they return it. These are the breakdowns that special team units just cannot afford at any stage, let alone this stage of the game.
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Here we go, 40. Yeah! 26.
From the shotgun, it's down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Johnny Newton getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll go play action here with Daniel. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Second down, they need 3. Still motion over Samuel. Throwing on second down. Daniel. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. That's a short one. Caught by Sinnott. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal. Throwing now. Daniel. Set up the screen. Out wide. It's Brown. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that, it is blown up behind the line. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Throwing again, Daniel. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
There we go, Kim. Yeah, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Here's first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Dak. That's brought in right side by Pickett. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Mikey Samerston.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.